excited to go to this power shift. Are you excited?
Yeah, I can't wait to get there and kind of start meeting with everybody and learning about what's going on.
Yeah, I know. This is like a great networking opportunity.
Yeah, well, I'm not really there for networking yet. I just kind of want to learn what's going on with the environment. I just kind of feel like I owe it to myself to know more, and then I'll network. Not yet.
Oh, that's a really good reason too. Like my reason for going is because I want to I think like part of education is more than just like being in class. It's actually like going out and like trying to get that experience outside of class and like putting yourself out there where you get the education yourself, and it's so much more interesting, I think, and different from the regular academia life. So.
Power shifts where to do it.
Yeah, it's great. I'm really excited.
Power Shift PA, here we are.
Everybody else is bad.
See that woman right there? That's Amy. She works at the Energy Justice Network, and she was the one who told us about Power Shift. After some quick hellos, we ran outside to meet up with the rest of the Power Shifters.
Oh yeah, I've heard he's awesome. I really want to.
How about we go register?
Go check in?
Yeah. Awesome. Let's register. Yes. We're Bryn Mawr. Why are you here at Power Shift?
I'm here at Power Shift to make sure I come out and show support for the environmental youth movement that's happening in Pennsylvania. Also so that we can set down the foundations for the Key Coalition, which is going to be a coalition of different groups all throughout the state of Pennsylvania that will synergize and energize and basically connect the youth of Pennsylvania who care about environmental issues, which are really human rights issues.
Ohio doesn't have pristine air quality. The last thing I saw said that we have the worst air quality in the nation in our state. So if you look at that within Ohio, our county has the highest lung cancer death rate, the highest asthma rate, and the shortest life expectancy of any place else within that state. When you live in a place generationally, you kind of know what's normal and what's not. And we have a cemetery at the edge of our farm. And going out there and looking at that, I could tell that my ancestors lived to be close to 100, 90s, maybe 80s. And our life expectancy is now down to 70.2. And so while the rest of the nation's life expectancy is going up and up and up, ours is steadily decreasing.
Do you think that you can use the information you learn here and take it back to our community?
Most definitely. From the presentations that I had earlier, I went to a panel discussion today on the policy that's going through the U.S. Senate right now, the Kerry Boxer bill, and there's also an alternative energy environment bill that's going through. And even the information about that and how to organize for that or for strengthening the bill or strengthening the allocations for monies to small communities to make sure that small communities aren't going to get hit the hardest. Like in a lot of cases they do, minority communities, small communities, urban communities, they get hit the worst with environmental issues. And even going over with topics with experts earlier today kind of gives you the skills you need to go back and say, we are going to send this many letters to this elected official to let them know that we don't want to be hurt by legislation that's happening. We want to make sure that we're using legislation to empower people and to empower communities. One thing you can make sure to do as a Pennsylvania resident is to write letters, handwritten letters to our inspector, who's what's important is that you let your elected officials know where you stand on issues. Let them know that you want to cut carbon emissions. You do not want catastrophic effects of climate change affecting you and your family. You do not want sea level rising. You don't want the loss of fresh water for small communities. And you want renewable energy that's going to provide jobs and kind of give a kick and a boost to this economy, which has been lacking the past year and a half.
We can reduce our carbon footprint by 80% by 2020, period. We can. And here's how we do it. We stop burning coal, fossil fuels in general, but specifically coal. We've taken care of 60% of the problem right there. We can replace what we're not burning by creating smarter electric grids, because we lose 55% of what we generate just on the grid. It just goes out there and disrupts your microwave, which you shouldn't use, and your TV and all that stuff. It's going off the grid. Build a smarter grid. We have the technology today to build a smarter grid.
Came to PowerShift Pennsylvania.